This is 3 News Daily.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Monday, October 10th. I'm Stephanie Haney here with your top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. Thanks for being here for our stories for you straight from WKYC. First, we're going to start in Akron, where people are gathering to march in honor of Jayland Walker, who was shot and killed by police officers after a chase in June. Now, organizers say the goal of this march today is to unify the community and demand accountability and transparency from Akron police. And they're hoping that this helps to create a safer city. This is also a voter registration drive. The march started at 1 o'clock today at Grace Park, and if you'd like to watch, we are streaming it live on WKYC.com. And we are all watching gas prices, so here's what you can expect to see at the pump this week. In Cleveland, gas prices have gone up close to 21 cents per gallon in the past 7 days, with the average now at $3.91 per gallon. In Akron, prices have gone up almost 30 cents, and they are now at $3.92 per gallon. Both Cleveland and Akron are right in line with the national average of gas prices. Right now, that's at $3.92 per gallon, so that same price that we're seeing here in Akron. For context, Northeast Ohio prices are still around 80 to 85 cents more expensive per gallon than this time last year. And in Cleveland, thousands of people showed up today for the Columbus Day Parade in Little Italy. This is to honor Christopher Columbus landing in the Americas. This parade has been happening here in Cleveland since 1920. Now, it started downtown before moving to Little Italy in 2003. The parade started today right around noon, and there were more than 100 groups involved, and that included elaborate floats, marching bands, Northeast Ohio artisans, and city leaders. Now, if you missed it, we also streamed that, and you can watch it on WKYC.com. All right, now let's talk about health and wellness, because today is World Mental Health Day. And in honor of the day, the Cleveland Cavaliers' Kevin Love is hosting a Teen Mental Health and Safety Summit that's in partnership with Parma Schools. So teens in this program will see video messages from celebrities, artists, and other young adults, and they'll be talking about their personal experiences with anxiety and depression. Now, with the growing mental health crisis among students and adults worldwide, destigmatizing discussions on mental health is incredibly important. So that's part of the reason that our own Monica Robbins and Isabel Lawrence will join us later with more details. That will include a special interview with Kevin Love himself, who's done so much work to bring awareness to mental health. And that brings us to our question of the day today. In honor of today being World Mental Health Day, we want to know, how are you prioritizing your mental health today or practicing self-care? We'd love for you to let us know on our posts. We've got them up on the WKYC Facebook page, also on the What's New Facebook group page. For me personally, I really like to get out and move my body if I can. That does make me feel better, both mentally and physically. So I'm hoping to get in a boxing class tonight. We would love to know what you think, so let us know and we'll talk about it coming up at 4 o'clock on What's New. All right, now for your weekend sports wrap up. And let's start with the bad news. Let's get that out of the way, because the Browns lost again in the final seconds at home, no less, on Sunday. They handed a win basically to the Los Angeles Chargers. There were defensive holes, big interceptions thrown by Jacoby Brissett, and missed kicks from Cade York. All led to a close 30-28 loss. And now the Browns record is not 3-2, it's 2-3. And hours after that loss, the Browns decided to sign linebacker Deion Jones from Atlanta. So in return, Cleveland is sending a late round draft pick to the Falcons. Meanwhile, quarterback Deshaun Watson, who we know is suspended for sexual assault for 6 more games, a total of 11 games. He's allowed back in team meetings starting today, not practices though, just the team meetings. Now, on the other side of the spectrum are the Guardians, and what a great weekend it was for baseball. We have the call from Tom Hamilton up on WKYC.com. You have to hear it. It was calling the end of what was a beautiful wild card series at Progressive Field. In Game 1, Cleveland beat the Tampa Bay Rays 2-1. That was Friday afternoon. And then on Saturday in Game 2, the Guardians clinched the series with an outstanding 15-inning win. And from what I read, that's the longest a game has gone in the postseason without a score. And it was a home run by Oscar Gonzalez that did it for the Guardians. And we have learned that the person who caught the game-winning home run ball yesterday is a softball player herself. 15-year-old Megan Fauché sat for all 15 innings of the game. So did I. I was there too. And when Gonzalez got to the plate, she did not imagine that he would end one of the longest games, as I mentioned, in the postseason. Forshea says it was like the ball was meant just for her.
I was just watching the game and saw the ball come off the bat, saw it coming right for me. I just kept my eye on it the whole time and watched it into my glove.
Tomorrow, the Guardians will play in New York for the first game in the American League Division Series. That's against the Yankees. It's a best-of-5 series, and that brings the Guardians home for at least one game. That'll be Game 3 on Saturday, so hopefully we've got nice weather for that. Okay, now let's talk about Dave's Markets, because they're opening a new location in Cleveland Heights. That'll be on October 29th, and this is going to be where Zagara's Marketplace was on Lee Road, and it will remain owned by a family operation. That was very important. It'll be operated by owner David Saltzman. Now, Zagara's was one of the last independent stores in Cuyahoga County, so there's a bit of a swap going on here, because when Zagara's closes, Dave's Market is also moving over from its other location. So there'll be a bit of a change of hands here. Now, Zagara's came to Cleveland Heights in 1988. That's when the owner said that things just weren't able to work out for him anymore because of limited buying and the inability to scale up operation to meet demand. So since Zagara's has been having a hard time making profits, it's now transitioning the store to the Dave's Market family. And they're very happy to assure that local ownership will continue for that business that they have worked hard to build. So that was something that was important to them. They're happy to see that. And if you are looking for one more way to celebrate Halloween, you can go to Medina for a haunted car wash. It's just off I-71 along Route 18. That is at the Rainforest Car Wash. But it's a haunted car wash 2 weekends this month, October 21st and 22nd and the 28th and 29th. And that's from 6 to 9 p.m. So if you're not into the haunted vibe, you can go outside of those hours. Now, if you're already a car wash member there, it's free. Otherwise, it's $25 per vehicle to get a spooky cleaning of your car. And the exact address, if you're interested, that's 2700 Medina Road. All right, that's it for this day's 3 News Daily on this Monday, October 10th. Thanks for being with us for your top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more 3 News Daily.